beating from a memory. With these hands I'm seeing, clinging for some heaven that you gave to me. Oh yeah, like a wire to my blood, keep me high, made me a believer. You gave me reason in the dark, I'll take the dive if you bring me back to life. Back to life. You bring me back to life. Bring me back to life. I got my head and vision from a soul decision to set me straight. I trip the longest line down the streets of my mind just to see your face again. Now I've been pushing for so long to the surface, to be high like a drop onto the fire. One more reason to restart, and I'll through the door if you bring me back to life.
You're now tuned into the most censored morning show in the realm, Rise and Grind.
You bring me back to life. Bring me back to life. If you bring me back to life, I ain't never gonna let you go. I won't ever let the time take hold. Back to life. I won't let you pass on by. Become a ghost at the back of my mind. Like a wire to my blood, keep me high. Back to life. You bring me back to life. 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 Oh, you bring me back to life. Bring me back to life. I'm never gonna let you go. I won't ever let the time take hold. I won't ever let you pass on by. Become a ghost at the back of my mind.
Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, July's 21st. The year is 2022. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in today. We've got lots planned. We're really looking forward to sharing some truth and some spirituality and just whatever's on our heart today. Good morning, birdies. I hope everybody slept well. And I hope you're all ready to go. Arms up, chins up. We're going to do this morning rise and shine thing. Who's ready to get into some memes? I am. Let's go. Come on, let's do this. We got lots to talk about today. Thank you for tuning in. Again, it's 5:11 a.m. in the Central Standard Time. I am the one they call RJ Shine. It's not just a nickname. My last name means Harris. If you do the etymology in the study on the name Harris, you'll find out it means joy, shine. Who knew? Let's get into this. Come on, everybody, pay attention. Get your notepads out. Sticky note time. Good morning. Good morning. It says here, you've got it all wrong. You didn't come here to master unconditional love. That's where you came from and where you're going to return. You came here to learn personal love, universal love, so messy love. Yep, crazy love too. Broken love, whole love, infused with divinity. Lived through the grace of, yes, stumbling. Demonstrated through the beauty of messing up. Often too, very often. You didn't come here to be perfect. You already are. You came here to become gorgeously human, flawed and fabulous, and then to rise again into remembering. Do you remember where you came from? I'll tell you a secret. It was really, really bright. Blindingly bright where you came from. That's a beautiful meme to start off this Thursday, July 21st. Thank you for tuning in. This one says, mindfulness. Be aware of the present moment, accepting its offering. Receive this moment, pleasant, sometimes, or unpleasant, just as it is, with either clinging to it or rejecting it. All your power resides in the now. You just have to pay attention on purpose in the present moment. Nature doesn't hurry at all. Yet look, everything is accomplished in its time. We just try to fit things into our own realm that don't fit. We just need to relax, be in the moment, whatever it is. Some days aren't good. Some days are tough. Like the last meme said, we came from perfection to learn what it was like to fall, to be hurt, to have our hearts broken, to understand the negativity, the downsides of things. Because guys, you wouldn't understand what bliss is unless you went through pain. That's why we're here. Good morning. It says here, guess what though? Your destiny awaits. I love the word destiny. I put it in a song that I wrote 25 years ago for somebody that I didn't even know. It says here, the sooner you ignore people who get upset with you and what you do, pay attention here, people that get upset with the things that you do, the better you become at being you. Your choices will be labeled as outlandish or selfish, but when you get replenishment from your inner being, you then become immune to attacks on your character. Their objection isn't about what you're doing for yourself. Pay attention here. When people get upset, their objection isn't about what you're doing for yourself. Guess what? It's about what you're not doing for them. So redirect to focus on their lives. They want you to focus on them, but you keep both eyes on yourself. Because, hey, your destiny awaits. Anybody in your life that's giving you a hard time, it's a good chance because they want something from you. People that don't want anything from you, that just enjoy your company, they're not sad. They're not upset when you set boundaries. They promote that. You have to be careful with who you surround yourself with, okay? It's time now that we start protecting our energy. Set up boundaries. Be careful with who you let into your heart. This one says acceptance, turning the page. This one's pretty serious. It says sometimes you just have to turn the page to realize there's much more to life than the chapter that you've been stuck on. Never let fear of moving on keep you in a place that's destructive for your life. Keyword here, destructive. Don't put your future on hold by trying to fix what's meant or is going to stay broken. Some things cannot be changed, only accepted. Release the hurt and fear. We don't want anyone living in fear here. You have nothing to fear. You're going to live forever. Yesterday is not ours to recover, it says, but ours is tomorrow to win. It's a beautiful meme. Think about it. Are you carrying around past negative energy that you could just shed, like a snake shedding a skin. Move on into your more purpose. Your destiny awaits you. Arms up. This one says, people suffer because they are caught in their views. As soon as we release those views, we are free and don't suffer anymore. I see this all too common. And when I am suffering from these things, when I see someone challenging my beliefs, I go inward, and I reflect on the things that they say from a non-judgmental position. I look at all the different angles, and I allow time to pass before I do anything anymore. I used to just respond right away. Now I let things settle. And I try to give up all my beliefs and understandings at times too, and just be what is. It's good advice. We're going to get into a couple of Christianity ones too. This one says, what is repentance, Christians? It is a change of mind that leads to a change of heart, that leads to a change of action. If you're not seeing these things, you're not repenting. In salvation, this change involves both a turning from sin and a turning to Yahawah, which means all existence, the ever-existence one. You have to understand life force, all existence. And interestingly enough, the first woman, her name was also Hawaha, too, because she too became the existence of life here. It says here, entry denied. Oh no, what is this? What did the producer send here? I'm sorry, Christians. It says, not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your great name, and cast out demons in your name, and done many wonders also in your name? And then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness. There's going to be a lot of surprised people when they get to the judgment seat. Matthew 24:39, it says, I told you so. People didn't realize what was going on or what was about to happen until it started to rain. And they were swept away to their death. And that is why it'll be the exact same way when the Son of Man returns. Be ready, except now with water. This time it's going to be fire. Everything is going to burn. Only righteousness will be left. If you don't know about this, I got to let you know. I'm sorry, guys. I got it. If I don't tell you about this, you're never going to know. Okay? Demons are actually real. That's why there's so much wickedness here. And there is a reason. There is a reason. I have to switch monitors. There is a reason for everything. We don't have the full understanding or power to understand everything on a higher level. We only have these human intelligence. We're governed. You can put a governor on an engine. It'll only go so fast. But we can still try. But it says here, demons are real. And hey, newsflash, if you're a loving person, if you're making a difference in this realm, they hate you. Right? It says, this is a quote from the scriptures, then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than him. And they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so it shall be also unto the wicked generation. You have to understand that a group of bad angels that came from the light, where we came from, we all came from the same place. They hated us. Okay? And they made a pact to destroy us, to do everything they could to make our existence hell. And they're going to pay for it. They are going to pay for it. Justice will be served. But it's true, okay? And if you're having problems, if you're being attacked, if you're having gang stalking, if you're going through any of these types of attacks, guess what? You can defeat them all simply by taking your power back and understanding that you're a creator being created by the most powerful creator being in creation. You can tell these bitch-ass demons to bounce, and they flee as fast as a cockroach does in the light. Trust me. It says here, Mount Hermon, the dominion of the Watchers. Yes, this is what we're talking about here. The scripture says 1/3 of the angels fell from heaven And where did they land? Upon Mount Hermon, located, yes, at 33.3 degrees north, the same latitude as the so-called UFO incident at Roswell. Thus, the number 33 is connected. Guess where they get it from? To, quote, angels, the fallen angels, end quote. End of the fall, if they use this word, this is not the correct word. Lucifer means light bearer. So what the Vatican tried to switch things around to, the name is Azazel and Simiazaz. And there's a few other names that this Legion character goes by. And I'll tell you, it's going to say above his head, bitch, cuck, destroyed is his real name. But we'll continue on here. What's more, in Christ's day, Mount Hermon was also then dedicated to the androgynous god Pan. You notice how they put the lower G. God is actually a shout out to Gadriel, who has changed his name to Odin, and many other different Norse and mystical groups do worship this god Pan, right? The satyr Pan symbolizes Satan or Azazel, and his master planned to corrupt mankind's DNA, is what they're trying to do now. They're sinning against everything, through everything. But what you need to understand is this Pan character was a human, okay? Not long after the men and daughters started to reproduce on this earth, there was a character from the Canaanite tribe who developed a skill to play the flute. And he used that flute skill to lure people off into debauchery, wickedness, okay? It was a gift given to him from Azazel, who was a musical one, right? He was all about music. And Pan then used it to do very bad things. If you've read the stories of what this character did with the flute and who he led and where he took them, you're going to find out that it's a wicked, wicked spirit. But you guys need to understand this, okay? If you don't understand why we're here, what happened, and the truth, you're going to be confused. You're not going to understand the truth of it. And yes, Mount Hermon is real. It's a real place. You can go there, okay? It's true. Says, hold on. Sometimes you just have to die a little bit inside in order to be reborn and rise again a stronger and wiser version of you. Do people understand that? Salvation, reincarnation, and everything came through death. We had to die. Okay? That's how it's done here. And we've been doing it for roughly 6,000 years. Okay? It's simple, guys. It's simple. It's not that complicated. We'll do this last one. We'll go into our first song break. It's now 5:24 a.m. in the Central Standard Time. That's 6:24 a.m. for the most beautiful person in the world. That's East Coast time. I don't say the West Coast time because the West Coast sucks. You guys got to pick your game up. Today is Thursday, and we know July's the 21st. Did you know about Marco Polo? Did you know? Let's get into this. I have one tattoo on my body, and it is of a dragon. Not a satanic evil one that you might think of, likened unto some of the different ones, but a good dragon, right? It says here, everyone knows Marco Polo is one of the first and most famous Europeans to travel to Asia during the Middle Ages. We've all learned about Marco Polo. We all played the game, right? However, excuse me, less people know that after he lived in China for 17 years, around the years 1271 AD, after death of Christ, is what that stands for, he returned with reports of families raising what? Come on now. Dragons. Yoking them to chariots for parades, training them, and having a spiritual union with them. Interestingly, the 12 signs of the Chinese zodiac are animals, and guess what? 11 of them actually exist. The rat, the horse, the dog, the ox, the rabbit, the tiger, the snake, the ram, the monkey, the rooster, the dog, and the pig. And the 12th one is the dragon. Why would the Chinese include this so-called mythological dragon with all these other common living animals, I ask? I wonder, why would they? Do you guys have an answer? And they weren't bad. They're not all evil bad, no. Dragons were protectors. The princess had a dragon with her all the time to protect her. Good luck. You didn't get by my dragon? Good luck. They're not all bad. And yes, I do believe that a character or a being like this did exist. And we probably murdered them to extinction. Like mankind always tries to do. Anything that we don't understand or we can't live in harmony with, we try to kill. Right? It's crazy, but it's true. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. That was the first section of this morning's broadcast. We're going to get into a nice song. We've got a vibe that we're trying to go with today. A little bit of a synth wavy thing. I've been trying to start us off in the morning with some retro synth wave to make everybody feel good and sort of set the tone with the next songs. They're a little bit more upbeat. But I'm going to see you guys after this first song break. And we'll get into some tweets and tabs, some news, opening up the paper together with our morning coffee. We don't just grind coffee here. If you know, there is other stuff that you can grind in a coffee grinder. So do it. I'll see you guys after the song break. What a new roller. It was a smooth one. That was Breaking in Your Arms by Casket Cassette. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Rise and Grind. I am RJ Shine and I am early, or you could say I'm on time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We got some stuff to get into here. Let's have a look at what we got here. It says, How the Masons Conquered India. What? They conquered India, huh? There's Klaus Schwab, boy. We're going down here, and let's take a page out of this book here. Let's have a look at what this says. Let me zoom in. It's not acting normal right now. It won't let me zoom. There we go. It says here, I have traveled, quote, I have traveled across the length and breadth of India, and I have not seen one person who is a beggar or who is a thief. Such wealth I have seen in this country, such high moral values. People of such caliber that I do not think we could ever conquer this country unless we break the very backbone of this nation, which is her spiritual and cultural heritage. And therefore, I propose that we replace her old and ancient education system, her culture, for if the Indians think that all this is foreign and English is good and greater than their own, they will lose their self-esteem, their native culture, and they will become what we want them, a truly dominated nation. This was written back on the 2nd of February, 1835 by Lord Macaulay. What does that say? Macquarie's? Can't even read that. I'm going to put this tweet into the chat box if you guys want to learn about it yourself. This is what they do. This is how they break the backbones of nations, through destroying the culture and the things that make those people great. They destroy it. Let's get into this other news here. Check this out. This one says, winter of 2022. If you want some clean clothes, who knew? You know what? It's quite peaceful. Let me turn this background track down for a second. The sound is actually peaceful. That's how you're going to wash your clothes soon, guys. They go and turn the power off. Unless you have a generator and some fuel stored up. Isn't it peaceful? 2022, people. Get you ready. Get you ready. You could get a wash bucket too. One of them scrub, what do they call that? Scrub things where you scrub the clothes on it. Come on now, it's 2022. Don't worry. We're just playing games here. Look, mommy, I'm on a train. No mask and no wedding ring though. Whoops, what happened there? Maybe he didn't want to lose it. He didn't want to lose it on the train. This guy is such a dweeb. Cuck. Having to do these stupid publicity stunts because everybody can't stand this guy. Why are there not 5 million people at the government building in Ottawa chanting, Trudeau must resign. Trudeau must resign. Trudeau must resign. I am shocked. I'm shocked I don't see people like Palestinian people throwing rocks at this guy's car. These people have ruined everyone's life. Yet here's this stupid smug ass son of a bitch up here acting like he's some good guy as he destroys your family's futures. I'm not gonna let him walk around here with his head high. You're gonna cower, bitch. He's gonna pay. I can't believe they're not, everybody isn't just losing it right now in Canada as you guys are seeing what's going on with your freedoms. They try to bring the mask mandates and all that other nonsense back. You're gonna see a definite different thing this time. Check this out. Some of the craziest lightning I've ever seen. I'm gonna do it slow so you can see it. Check this out. Let's do it fast one time. Whoa, look at that. It's coming up from the ground if you're not paying attention. Look at that. Let's go slow. Let's take it back down. Look at how magnificent this is. And how much energy and power comes up out of the earth when this happens. A lot. And don't worry, I know the guy that throws these things. Don't worry. Look at that. Then, oh, now we got the peel lightning, but I've never seen peel lightning vertical like that. Usually it's horizontal, like the horizon. This time it's vertical. Check that out. Those are called lightning peels. Energy. Just lights it up like as if it was daylight from the east, as far as it is from the east to the west. As the lightning strikes, you can see your whole circle of sight again. That power. Beautiful. Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, July the 21st. Time now is 5:36 a.m. on the Central Standard Time. Get up if you're still sleeping. Do it before the sun. It's healthy. When the sun rises, it brings our spirit up through the ground, through the tops of our crowns and our heads, and spiritually rejuvenates us. If you're sleeping, laying down, it's just going to rise from the bottom of your legs to the top. You know what I mean? You got to get up. This one's interesting. Mystery over the Pacific Ocean. I don't know if this is CGI. It says here, these lights you see in these photos became visible from a flight over the Pacific Ocean at a height of 39,000 feet, according to the pilot. It's interesting. Is that the moonbee right there? Wow. I don't know if these are real. Pretty interesting, though. Worth a look at. Thank you guys for tuning in this bright and early morning. Some more tweets and tabs here. Fallen angel, the ones we were just talking about in the memes, the ones from Mount Hermon. Symbology, yes, at the Hoover Dam. If you haven't seen these types of beings, they're depicting the fallen ones. They died to make the desert bloom. So people died in the construction of the Hoover Dam. You can do the big, deep research onto the Hoover Dam. You're going to find tons of ancient satanic fallen angel symbology, including astronomical star alignments that they've got laid out on the ground. We don't have that picture in this group here. Maybe they do in the thread below. We are entering the age of Aquarius soon. Don't you worry, the water bearer is going to come. You got the Hoover Dam, but no one's showing the actual star alignment picture. Maybe it's right here on the ground below this here statue. Klaus Schwab made the thread, huh? Let's keep moving here. Good morning, everybody. We've been talking about all these wildfires, huh? Check this out. I'm just going to keep showing this, you know what we do. Rise and grind. We got a tanker here filled with diesel fuel.
Yes, I am.
Ready to start some fires, bro? Let's burn it down. Let's go. He's gonna drag this up in the air. It's pretty amazing. Ashes.
That's right.
That's what it is.
I am gasoline, matches,
Burn it.
everything to ashes.
It's the New World Order song. Look at that. So we got a better view now. We got a much better view of what we were seeing going on here. Oh, that guy is still doing the laundry. It's such a peaceful sound. Sorry, everybody. Let me get back to that. Where were we here? Oh, we went one tab too far. But yeah, I'm showing you the possibilities of the way that they could be causing all these fires everywhere. It's pretty obvious they have this technology that they can dump fuel burning on everything. Quick update. Did you know that scientists also believe that we're in a so-called grand solar minimum right now, even though we just had the hottest summer on record here in Austin, Texas? It says in recent years, the sun has been at its weakest state in more than a century. This is revealed, they say, by the so-called sunspot counts, a greater barometer for solar activity. We're going to keep a watch on this. They're saying we're at a output ebbs and flow, or roughly an 11-year cycle. We're going to keep our eye on this. This goes on to state that this woman, this newscast here, was stating that because it was 40 degrees Celsius that it was setting houses on fire. No, that's not what happens. Now, when I lived in Vancouver, I lived out in BC, Maple Ridge, on the side of a mountain. I stayed with somebody there that was a firefighter from England that had moved to Canada. It's crazy because a lot of in England, they don't have single home dwellings. They're usually attached like this, and it makes it really dangerous for firefighters. Super tough. Most of the buildings are super old. The wood is super dry. And if fires do start, yes, but no. 40-degree weather does not just cause stuff to just spontaneously catch on fire. But we will keep an eye on these different fires that are taking place. Check out this map. That's what they're trying to do to you. except we could change this symbol to one from the Vatican. We could make it a tiny hand symbol because they all wear those. But we're just going to call it communism, for the lack of a better term. Noahide laws is also a form of this. Don't you worry. We're watching all of that. Now we've got the president of Algeria having some issues going on. People are starting to come out and fight back. They are not happy in Algeria. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm not going to fight back. Wrong link. Forgive me now. There is burning. Algeria is starting to burn too. Everywhere is starting to burn. Sorry, that was funny. The mainstream narratives, again, are ramping up on climate crisis rhetoric like never before. And as with the Cerveza response, governments are acting in a very suspicious unison way. Get ready for climate lockdowns. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? It's too hot. We got to lock everybody in their houses, right? Well, all the cucks out there that submitted themselves to this, you're going to be beholden to whatever the government wants to do next unless you fight back now. It says, do people understand the ramifications if Biden declares, quote, a national emergency, climate emergency? Do people understand that this is the rhetoric that's going on? Okay, what happens in a national emergency, right? Biden then has the power to then go on and ration electricity with rolling blackouts, food, gas, shut down farms, more destruction of farm animals. It will bypass the Supreme Court and the Senate. So this rhetoric is very important to look at. Anytime that they try to supersede the Constitution, which they do almost every single day, it ends up being super bad for the people. Just an update. Let's keep turning the paper here. Absolutely insane fire in London. This is crazy. Things be burning down.
Gone. All gone.
Be burning down. This is crazy. I feel so sorry for these people. Hope everybody got out safe. Everybody's careful.
That was the first houses we got to when we was here.
Sucks. Fire sucks. I've been burnt real bad, you guys. It hurts too. Gotta be careful.
Fuck me.
Sad for these people. We've been letting people know that heat wave was coming. We saw it.
Burnt down here.
But it will be rebuilt. Things will move on.
Like a fucking war zone.
And you can replace all this stuff with new stuff. Better stuff, right? Just wanted to show people some sad situations going on around the realm. Check out this duck, though. Have you ever seen a mandarin duck? That's beautiful. How can you not think the creator, just amazing artist? Look at this duck. You can eat it too. I don't want to eat it, but I mean, you can eat these things. This one here is beautiful. I don't want to eat it. It's a beautiful animal. Good morning, everybody. U.S. now going to be under a super heat wave with the grand solar minimum, but hey, letting people know politicians are blaming global warming for the climate change here. They are blaming this heat wave on people. You breathing is causing the heat wave. Americans, stop breathing. Yesterday we celebrated, quote, landing men on the moon 53 years ago. Get that into your pipe, globe earth dummies. Sorry, I shouldn't be mean. Y'all are smoking crack if you think they went to the moon 53 years ago, but they can't do it now. But go on to find out, this channel here actually was taken down. He was put in, I guess, Twitter jail. Now, I don't support everything that he does, but that last tweet I did. So I'm going to put his Telegram link here in the chat for anybody that might want to check it out. We've got a Telegram group called Reality Check. It also has a Reality Check chat. When we get our channels taken down and all that other stuff, it's our home base. So he said he was booted for 10 days and he expects much worse to happen. Yeah, when you fight for the truth, they take you down. So there you go. Legal man, I hooked you up, man. Thank you for what you do. Don't ever stop. Keep going. This one says, Bill Bailey, what? Moonwalking way before Michael Jackson. Way before. Everything's plagiarized, okay? Check this out. It's great.
Take me on home.
that move's crazy right there. I love the tap dance too, by the way. If you didn't know, I do. Hey, I'll tell you a funny story. I was in a heavy metal band, progressive metal, and my mom's mom, my nanny, she would tell me, Ronnie, you got to stop the concert. And she was like, you should do a tap dance on the stage. I told her, I said, I can't do that, man. It was a great idea. I miss her. But check this out. Here he goes. He's going to do the moonwalk soon. Oh, there it is. Way before Jackson. He did it nicely, too. That was in 1955. Let's roll that back. Let's see what it looks like going in reverse. So the key to this is the foot that you're actually pushing on, the foot you raise, you actually don't move. You slide the other foot that's flat, right? That's how this works. I'll show you. See? He's pushing the foot that's flat. He lifts the foot that he was pushing up and then pushes the other foot flat. That's how this is done. I can do it a little bit. I mean, if I practice a lot, I could do it. If you guys want, maybe one day I'll do a video of me doing this. Let's see that in forward again. That's great. Yeah, it wasn't you, MJ. You stole it. You stole it. And who's this guy again? Bill Bailey. Moonwalking back in 1955. Good morning, everybody. Did you know that the Masons have these secret handshakes? That's what they do here. They push the thumb down like this. They put the hand on top and the thumb down. That's more endearing of a Masonic response. Oh, and the hand down. This one here, they're not shaking hands. Is that George Soros? Could be his dad, right? Have you seen that analysis? You should check that out. George Soros. Here we go, another Freemasonic handshake and another one here, just to let you guys know that's how they do it. Signs and symbols. That's how they rule the realm. Inflation is very real, you guys. Nah, it's not real, right? And then this guy says, see, check out my coffee. It'll show you inflation. This is how much I get. It's tough, you know, doing this rise and grind with just this tiny little sip. It's good though, freshly ground. Inflation sucks, you know. Things are hard, you know. It's the taste that matters, right? Not how much you get to taste. He's even got some foam on it too. Good morning, everybody. Thursday, July's the 21st, 5:49 a.m. in the Central Standard Time. Check this out. We got tanks protecting banks in China. Going on? This guy says to get Bitcoin. Yeah, good luck with that. The power goes out. There's really tanks protecting banks in China, huh? I don't believe anything that the news talks about with China. I know exactly who owns China. Check out who owns the big seaport in Tel Aviv. You'll find your answer. But yeah, I guess they're protecting the banks. And the last tweet of the morning, check this out. Skyscrapers that are 2,000 years old. Carved out of the side of a mountain. A hill. That is insane. That would really be crazy being out here. Right? There's no balconies. That might be even scarier. Maybe there was balconies. We don't know. Are there anything down there? Interesting though, 2,000 years ago, they actually had these dwellings. Really cool. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's get into this next song break. We'll do a few more memes before we head out for the day. So I'm going to see you guys after this song. Thank you for tuning in.
I waited every 1 hour, then I
You're now tuned into the most censored morning show in the realm, Rise and Grind. That was New Present City by R Missing. What an absolute vibed out track for me. Really vibed out. I was trying to set a mood here today. You put those two songs together, the intro and the outro go together, and the two in the middle kind of go together. Let's get into some more of this truth stuff. Thank you for tuning in. It is now 5:55 a.m. in the Central Standard Time. Since is a brief history of mind control. The mystery religions of ancient Egypt, Greece, India, and Babylon helped lay the foundation for occultism, meaning, quote, hidden knowledge, end quote. One of the earliest writings given reference to occultism is in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. It's a compilation of rituals explicitly describing methods of torture and intimidation. To create trauma, the use of potions, pharmaceuticals, drugs, and the casting of spells, which is used through hypnotism, ultimately resulting in the total enslavement of the initiative. So I don't suggest that you read these books. These books are bad, wicked, evil books for the people that are of the dead. Come around here, we're going to read about the books of the life, eternal life, the living forever. But if y'all want to do that, I really don't suggest that you do. This stuff is nonsense, nasty, as you can know, like adrenochrome. There's so many different things that they do through this torture and intimidation, but we're going to rise above it. Did you know, it says, the length from your wrist to your elbow is the same as the length of your foot. Go ahead, check, measure. Come on. It's true. Going here, if you cannot number if you count the number of seconds that pass between a flash of lightning and the crack of thunder that follows it, and then you go on to do the hardest part, which is divide by 5, that's how many miles exactly away you are from where that lightning just struck. Let's do that one more time real quick here. It says after you hear thunder, or what? If you count the number of seconds that pass between the flash of the lightning and then to the crack of the thunder. So once you see the lightning, start counting the seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then so 4. Then you divide it by 5, and then you'll know exactly how many miles away you are from where the lightning just hit. So here, did you know this one is my favorite meme of the morning? Makes me feel all fuzzy. It says here, couples who smoke weed together are less likely to hurt each other. Studies of couples during the first 9 years of marriage found that those who frequently smoked marijuana together were less likely to engage in any kind of domestic violence. Check that out. Okay? And that's it. Especially better if you grow the weed for your honey. And you roll it up for her. And then light it for her too. She's going to be happy. She's not going to want to fight with you. So everybody out there, get you smoking some joints with your loved ones. Okay? Do it quick. Fall back in love again today too. This one says rainbows can appear at night. What? Yes. They are called moonbows and occur when the moon is brighter than usual. So if you see a bright moon and some mist or some kind of clouds, you better go outside and start looking for moonbows. Check it out. And then you can film it and post it online. Send me the link, please. This one says a popular mechanics article from 1938, that's a long time ago, stated that over 25,000 different products could be made from hemp and oil and the seed or in their fiber forms. 25,000 different products are made from hemp. Hemp's illegal, right? Yeah, that's it. Hemp's illegal, but it doesn't get you high. No, it doesn't get you high. But it can make 25,000 different things. You can make medicine out of it too. Really good medicine. Let's keep going here. I need to see more evidence of this. This floating rock over in Israel, I don't know. They do some scams over there, but the occupiers. I mean, there is a floating rock, they say, in Jerusalem, floating in the air from thousands of years ago. It says, after many researchers, still, there is no explanation of it. I don't know. We're going to check it out. But if I was to go there, I don't know what would happen. I'm going to move on. This one says, did you know a new ocean is forming in Africa? Africa is witnessing the birth of a new ocean. A 60-kilometer crack opened up in Ethiopia in 2005 and has been expanding ever since. This event is truly incredible. Wow. 60-mile crack. That's interesting to note. Got that down. Did you know? Continuing with the Did You Knows this morning, bringing some stuff back. Alberta artist Peter von Teisenhausen made the top 6 inches of his 800-acre property a copyrighted work of art. This kept oil pipelines out, and he then went on to charge them $500 per hour to talk to him. They now talk less. You know, I try to explain to people, when you put content up online and it's artistic, there's a whole set of spiritual rules in play here. You're not supposed to take that down, right? So he used that same principle, that same spiritual law to create something that was artistic on his property, and then it became protected. Smart guy, this Teisenhausen. Moving on with more interesting things. In 1915, a man named Charles Hatfield convinced the town of San Diego that he could create rainfall using a secret mix of chemicals. The city offered to pay him $10,000 if he could end their drought. And the result was, a few days later, the town's worst flood of the 20th century. Weather manipulation since 1915 documented. Why don't they make it rain right now to fill up the Mead Lake so that the Hoover Dam will be okay? Why are they letting it not? Why are they running it dry? Are they going to blow it up? There's a good chance if they run that dam dry, they are going to blow that thing to the ground. Try to open up the pit to hell, ladies and gentlemen. This one's super interesting. High quality lenses made of rock crystal were found among Viking artifacts. They are so well made that they could actually be still used in a telescope today. They were crafted thousands of years ago, hundreds of years before so-called Galileo. Super interesting. What were the Vikings doing with these artifacts? Did they have telescopes? Maybe. Are you in the future or are you in the past? Which way is time going? The wall described in the scriptures, Book of Nehemiah, actually does and did exist. Archaeologists unearthed a long-sought wall in the Jerusalem's ancient city of David. The ancient massive wall, measuring 5 meters in width, was located on the eastern side of King David's royal palace, constructed by King Hiram of Tyre. the contemporary Phoenician ruler and his ally against the Philistines. Interesting. It's a big wall, right? Big wall. I like to build walls, if you didn't know. I'm a wall builder too. This one says the genetic disc. This is interesting. Is a remarkable artifact that could rewrite ancient history, they say, and the humanity's ancient origin. The disc, covered in lyddite, contains incredible information that can only be seen with the help of a microscope. It was found so-called in South America, they say, but it does not fit any existing ancient American culture. The object is assumed to be more than 6,000 years old. Interesting. Thought we'd bring it up. I thought it was cool to look at. Thank you for tuning in. It's now 6:04 a.m. in the Central Standard Time. Did you know that there is an actual gate to hell? Good morning. There is a 2,200-year-old cave here, which is known as the Gate to Hell. For thousands of years, it was killing every animal and human who ever got near it. Strange is it that it has never killed, they say, a priest who got in it. I don't know if this priest was from the Vatican. This thing is his home, right? Continuing, it was thought to be the gate to some other world. It's located in Turkey and was definitely used for animal sacrifices, which we don't do anymore. We honor the food that we eat, right? And we're not doing any sacrifices. Neither should anybody else. Crazy. It says here, our money is fake. Our debt, also fake. Our two-party system, super fake. Our healthcare system, super fake. Our food, they try to give us, yeah, it's fake. Most of the stuff we've been told is fake. Once you realize this, what you thought of as reality begins to look like a lot of a cheap set from some ridiculous, stupid-ass B movie. You know why? It's because the people running the world suck. They don't have any creativity. All they want to do is control. And they do it through ruining the culture, bringing in this fake two-party system, dividing everybody. Oh, you believe in the scriptures, you don't. You believe in this. You're black against white, man against woman, children against their parents. That's what they've tried to do. Divide and conquer us. But we're rising above it. We're learning. I'm seeing shades. I'm seeing sparkles and reflections of the content of truth. In a lot of places right now, people are starting to wake up. It's incredible. I'm going to constantly be reminding people of this. Practice thinking of nothing. I need to do this myself. I'm talking to me here, okay? Just sit in silence and let your intuition communicate with the cosmos, the energy of the realm. When you master this skill, you will know it because good things will start to happen to you. And the best way you can do this, in my opinion, is through Shinrin-yoku, which means forest bathing. And if you can hear the background track that I've got playing here, I'll put it on. This one is called Shinrin-yoku by Lemongrass. I'll put the link into the description box below after the video. We did a meme called Shinrin-yoku, forest bathing. And I've got a song that's called Shinrin-yoku to play for you guys. Who knew, right? Good morning. I'm just taking my time as we get through these last memes here. So yes, practice thinking of nothing. Check this one out. It says, of course, all scientists agree when you censor the ones who don't. This needs to end. Makes me mad. We should have a platform where everybody voices their opinion, and then the population gets to decide what they want to follow or believe or do. Nope. We're going to shut down Ronnie Shine. We're not going to share him with the world. We're not going to put his videos so anyone can see them that are looking for them. We're just going to put him in a sandbox all by himself with a few other people. Because heck, he doesn't agree with anything that we say, so we need to censor his ass. That's what they do. But guess what, you guys? There's this thing called morphic resonance. I'll continue to say it. Everything that you do has a ripple effect that goes out through the realm. And everybody consciously feels it. And the more you believe in yourself, the stronger you are, the more truthful and honest and authentic you are, the more power your voice has. And they can't stop it. I could be doing this podcast offline by myself, and you're going to feel it. This one says the power of words and magic. Interestingly enough, talking about my voice and the words that I say, words are not just elements of speech or writing, because they can be used to strengthen the effects of magic. When spoken out loud, words transform into frequencies and vibrations that can be used to direct energy. This is one of the first steps to creating magic. Most people will laugh at the idea of magic being real, but if only they knew what magic really is and how magic is being used against them to control them, they would not be laughing anymore. Remember, magic is the art of directing and controlling energy using natural forces, i.e. sound and thought, not potions, no broomsticks, to produce a desired effect. In other words, magic is the art of directing and controlling energy. How are you directing and controlling your energy today, tomorrow, the next day, every day? Are you cognizant of the things that you think affecting the ones that you love? Have you ever thought about it? The things that you think, the words that you say. Are you going to plant gardens in the people you love, or are you going to light fires with your thoughts, with your words? Do you trust? Do you accept? Do you let the ones you love be free? Are you treating your friends, your coworkers? Are you realizing that your words have power? Your thoughts have power. Everything you say, think, and do is a collective energy force that is you. And you go around sharing it with the realm every day. So be powerful, be good, use it for righteousness. Make love with your words. Write poetry, not hate. Manifest the future that you want with your words, thoughts, and your actions. This is what we're here to do. Sometimes you got to let them go too. As soon as you grow spiritually, you start climbing the ladder here, ascending, people will inevitably fall from your life because you have risen to a new level of understanding. You're not going to vibrate with them anymore. You're going to be on a different tune. You're going to be gone Shinrin Yokuing in the forest. It says here, let them go. And the best news of all, eventually, like-minded people with similar frequencies, vibrations as you, are going to show up and take their place. Absolutely true. Keep your head up. Also, you are special. You deserve to share your energy with people that are special too, that deserve it, that fight for it, that earn it, that go through love to reach you. Those are the people you want around you. Spiritual alignment, it says. You have to be at peace with yourself. Eliminate toxic feelings, elements, and energies from your life. This is super important. You need to unlearn low vibration practices and thought patterns. Stop checking for people who don't check for you. Create a space for yourself that is nurturing for growth, so that you may generate loving energy for yourself. Then you can then share with others, nourishing your spirit and balance your energies. It's a beautiful meme. You know, it's interesting how we can find these other characters and we can entangle so well with them. We can interchange our energy. If you continue to practice all these things that we're talking about, you're going to attract, I promise you, you will attract somebody that's going to totally help you. They're going to make you so much better. But you need to be practicing your spiritual alignment, setting up your boundaries. You have to be working on you every day. It's painful. If you need to lose weight, you got to stop eating. It sucks. It's torture. You have to go through these things. You have to shut things down. You have to stop. I suffer from work ethic trauma. If I'm not building something, I'm constantly creating content to put up online. I don't stop because I'm masking the pains that I have in my heart. I mask them. But I'm going to work on it. I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue practicing my spiritual alignment. I'm going to practice being in the now. And I'm going to remember that my words and my thoughts affect those that I love through tethered cords. This one is really beautiful to me. It says, "Do you read minds?" he asked her. No, she replied. I read their hearts. Far too often, people see the cover of a book and they judge what the book is by the cover, especially with these people that call themselves New Agers, people that are spiritualists, women especially. But if you look closely at the content of their heart, you start to find out some of these people are amazing. They're here to just do exactly what they're doing. This is a beautiful meme. And the last meme of the morning is super beautiful to me. It says here, when your intentions are pure, you don't lose anyone. They lose you. So be pure. And it'll be easier for you to move through life as the people that aren't on the same vibration as you fall away. You can never have any regrets if you're pure. If you just love, you're honest, you show up every day and you're committed, you put in the time, the effort, consistency. Anyone in your life that doesn't deserve you, move on. Be strong. And the ones that do deserve you are going to show up. And I'm telling you, if you sacrifice, you take years. It's taken me over a decade. 10 and a half years, 10 years. It took me to find somebody that made me feel special again. So, it takes work. Everything in this life, forever, for eternity, you are going to have to work at. Okay? Anything that's worth having takes work. Ups and downs, good and bad. Just keep your head up. Okay? You guys got this. Thank you for tuning in. It's Thursday, the July's 21st, 6:15 a.m. in the Central Standard Time. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Friday. We got an outro song planned just for that, just to get everybody ready and going for Friday. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you got something from this podcast. I know I did. I enjoyed it very much. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye. This is the only morning show that's not sponsored. living for the weekend. You did. I'm way up to Lovo. See you guys tomorrow.